Welcome to UK Business Show, UK's premier business show where we feature business thought leaders, high achievers, and industry experts. Today's episode is brought to you by World Outsourcing Solutions Limited, a company that specializes in helping executive business owners with virtual assistant services and business growth systems. Here's your host.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's Trevor Stockwell here with today's episode. Now, are you a firm believer that hard work equals success? Well, today's guest discovered around 5 years ago that ethos wasn't working for her. So she created a new business model where holistic health and wealth are an integral part of the business and its success. Susanne helps business owners and CEOs redefine success, and she's going to share some of that insight with us today. She's a work-life balance integration expert. She's an intuitive business coach and consultant, and an international best-selling author of the book Leaders, Women in Business Changing the World. Welcome, Susanne Grant.
I'm so glad to be here, and thank you for the lovely introduction.
No, I'm really interested to chat with you and find out more about your expertise. But also, first of all, share us a little bit of your background as to your journey that got you to where you are today.
Well, it's a fascinating story, or at least I believe so. I moved to the UK a few years ago. So as you can hear by my accent, I'm not originally from the UK, but I grew up in the Netherlands. And I went to university there, and I actually had a specialization in earth science, specifically geoarchaeology. And I did my master's in history, Holocaust, and genocide. So what I specialized in is the people, us humans, the technique, the culture, and how we interact in extreme situations, such as a genocide or a Holocaust. Believe it or not, that actually comes in quite handy in my current work, but I will share about that more later. But as I did the work that I do, I was a part of teams in my spare time where we helped dig up bodies from the Second World War to do like DNA analysis, isotopes, that kind of research in top of the historic research to still find missing Dutch people. And luckily, we also found in the Netherlands other people who passed away in the war, of course, in our country. So on a global scale, we helped families reunite with their loved ones. On top of that, I also had my regular job, and I worked for different international companies where I worked as a data analyst because I am really good at spotting patterns and working with numbers. And with my intuition combined, it turns out when you combine, you got feelings with numbers, that works a charm when working with big data and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, as you already know, but we talked about it before. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to move to the UK, something I dreamed of ever since I was 15. I went here on holiday, and I jumped. I went for the opportunity, and I moved to Aberdeen, Scotland, where I still live. And as I was pregnant with my first, as you can imagine, the Holocaust, the topic, the energy, the emotions, everything that comes with it, turned out to be a bit too heavy, to put it nicely. And I just really noticed I just could not do these kind of things anymore. So obviously, also on top of that, moving to a new country,
Thank you for listening to UK Business Show. We will be back to bring you more episodes with success stories and advice straight from the experts. Want more? Check out www.ukbusinessshow.com. Get your free trial of our virtual assistant service today. Just visit www.worldoutsourcingsolutions.com. Quote WOS18 or send us an email at support@worldoutsourcingsolutions.com.